Greetings and welcome. Flow plus meaning equals performance. It all starts with the flow. Throw in the performance aspect, and that's when you really have something. Passion, persistence, and purpose. The great ones have meaning to their performances. It's so important to them that it makes it important to us. The personality of the lead players brings with all sorts of responsibilities. Not just a job, but it's a way of life. With these individuals, people will buy tickets where they can't even see the game, obstructed seats just to be there. People just want to be in the arena and feel that golden glow. They can do things that no one else could even think of doing, and they do them at the biggest moments on the grandest stage. That's control of the flow. Flow plus meaning equals performance. It's an equation that has formed my basketball beliefs. Bird had it, Magic had it, Jordan had it, but nobody understood it better than the person who said it, and that is the late Bill Walton. He was self-described as John Wooden's easiest recruit. Walton would become one of the greatest college basketball players ever. He would help lead UCLA to back-to-back NCAA titles with one of the greatest championship performances in the 1973 title game against Memphis, where he went 21 for 22 shooting, 44 points, 13 rebounds, 2 assists. In the 3 years he played varsity, the Bruins were 86-4. Dallas and San Diego, the ABA, tried hard to persuade Walton to sign with them. San Diego even going as far as signing Wilt Chamberlain as their coach to help incentivize. Walton, not swayed, was drafted first overall in the 1974 draft by the Portland Trail Blazers. First couple years in the league, he cannot stay healthy. But then it happens. March 1977 to February 1978, Walton is healthy, and it is a beautiful sight. The Blazers go 70-15 in this stretch, which includes the 1977 playoffs. The first time since he left UCLA, you are seeing the flow plus meaning equals performance. Walton always wanted the narrative to be that Maurice Lucas was the heart and soul of the 77 Blazers. And side note, Walton's son Luke was named after Maurice Lucas. But everything ran through Walton. He took a roster of guys named Maurice Lucas, Lionel Hollins, Bobby Gross, Johnny Davis, Dave Twardzik, and Lloyd Neal. And who did they have to beat in the playoffs? Names like Artis Gilmore, David Thompson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And to top it off, Dr. J in the finals. Portland won the series 4-2 with Walton in the deciding game having 20 points, 23 rebounds, 8 assists, and 7 blocks. And the game came down to the final play. 5 seconds to go. Portland up 2. World B. Free inbounded to George McGinnis. McGinnis drives, stops, pumps, shoots. It's short. 9 players swarm into position for the rebound. Walton reaches over them, slaps the ball up court. Clock expires. The crowd storms the court. Walton rips off his jersey and celebrates with the frenzied crowd. Although he would win the MVP the following season while missing 24 games, February 1978, he gets hurt. They misdiagnose it. He has a stress fracture that they don't realize. He comes back for the playoffs. They think it's just a sore foot, so they shoot it up, and it makes the foot much worse. He sues the team for malpractice, misses the whole next season, ends up signing with the Clippers. He misses 3 full seasons. Only plays 47 games in 5 years at one point. For the Clippers, his whole time there, he played less than 175 games. Although he played sporadically, he was pretty much irrelevant from 1978 to 1985. Even on the Clippers, he wasn't healthy often. They weren't a good team. They weren't televised. In these years, the league, the fans, everyone misses out on what could have been. We don't get the Blazers-Lakers, the Kareem-Walton rivalry never materializes. Walton versus Moses Malone never happens. Walton versus the Celtics doesn't happen. So many storylines in history that could have been just doesn't happen. In 1985, though, the Celtics trade Cedric Maxwell and a first-round pick to the Clippers for Walton. And like a gift from the gods, he's able to play 80 games and 16 playoff games. The Celtics had the greatest 1-2 center punch the game has ever seen, Robert Parrish and Bill Walton. He instantly clicks with Larry Bird. They run the best give and go the league has ever seen, wins the Sixth Man of the Year award, and no other sixth man has ever been able to alter a game like Bill Walton did. Celtics win the championship. It doesn't last. He gets hurt again the following year. Bill Walton was blessed with a gift and cursed with a body that couldn't handle that gift. He was one of the greatest passing centers. He was Jokic before Jokic. In no particular order, the best passing centers are Russell, Sabonis, Jokic, and Walton. He always knew what to do with the ball. A lot of the players, when they get the ball, you can almost see them thinking, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Walton was always ready to make a play and knew exactly what he was going to do. He overcomes stuttering and becomes a broadcaster. He brought as much joy and appreciation and wisdom to his post-playing career than anyone ever has. And that's where my introduction to Bill Walton comes from. Growing up watching the NBA on NBC. He was a brilliant basketball mind. He rarely ever broke down X's and O's. And he didn't see the game as everything. He saw the game in everything. Walton's vision of basketball is a world that I wanted to live in. Walton admired Jerry Garcia. I admired Bill Walton. Rest in peace, Bill Walton. Thank you for watching. Shine the light. Be the light.